Hey, good morning, guys. What's going on? Street Trading coming at you with another trade lesson for everybody looking at an hourly chart of Wayfair. Consumer cyclical sector. Let's get right into it. So these guys, no surprise, under some pretty significant selling pressure pretty much all year. Ran up and tested highs of 2021 or 2020 and in the beginning of this year, and literally have been peeling it pretty further down south consecutively. All the pops are getting sold into, and the boys are just literally unloading. You got to think about what their business model is and who they are, and their competitor. Obviously, the biggest competitor on the planet, Amazon. So keep that in mind. Personally, haven't been on Wayfair.com in years. So quite surprised that it's been pushing the way it has been for as long as it has been. So not surprised this thing's been bleeding out. Did we think it was going to bleed all year? Of course not. Anyway, we caught our attention at the end of November, as you can see, and it's just been literally falling off a cliff, clearing all major moving averages on the daily. Even though we're not moving average traders, we know that triggers a lot of retail and algos. So going into obviously this week's session, we had it on watch. Going into yesterday's pre-market session, it gave us exactly what we needed to see. Obviously, after a pretty key drop, we had a drop base, very clean drop base. What? Boom, DBD. So it gave us what we needed to see. It was a textbook, one of our go-tos that we teach everybody, and one of the go-tos that we pretty much trade on a weekly basis. So we went into the session with a pretty clean, crystal clear if this then that scenario, and it did what we needed to see. There's a particular time that we like to get involved in what we trade, and it gave us what we needed to see. So let's get into the security, the level, the plan, the scale in, how we got out. We left just a little bit after our target, and it just went much further than we had expected. So that's what we always talk about. Leave a little bit, when it reaches your targets, leave just a little bit on. Obviously protect your downside, protect your risk, but leave a little bit on because you never know. Prices can go much further than what you expect to the upside or to the downside, and this was a perfect example. So we left a little bit nice if we left a little bit more, but shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? So anyway, let's get into the levels, details, and all the good stuff of the trade. All right, guys, let's get into it.